Welcome to the Intego Insurance Part 2 of the Artisan Food Producer Series. Today we're going to talk about some solutions to the problems we discussed in our first series of videos. And we're going to start out really basic. So with any recipe, you start out with some pretty basic ingredients to get started. With an insurance policy that a food producer needs, the first thing that we want to look at is property insurance. And property insurance is going to be for not only the facility that you either own or rent, it's also your equipment that's inside of that facility. It is everything from your copy machine to your blender, mixer, and property includes all of your cans, jars, labels, as well as all of the ingredients that are going into your food products. So that is your first component, is property. Next component is liability insurance. Liability insurance is important if you do have a kind of a walk-in retail shop. You need insurance that covers liability if somebody slips and falls on the sidewalk or inside your store on a step or something like that. That is called premise liability. So that's kind of phase one of the liability coverage. As a food producer, you need completed products liability. So if you have a recall, if somebody gets sick because you had an ingredient that you used in your baking mix, for instance, that contained peanuts, but you had labeled the food product as peanut free and somebody had a severe allergic reaction, there's going to be a recall on that. You're going to have some sort of a lawsuit on your hands because of that illness stemming from that peanut allergy. So that is the other type of liability that a food producer is going to need coverage for within their policy. The third item that's a very basic building block is umbrella coverage. And this is really an extension of liability. It is excess liability coverage. So it's going to be liability coverage over and above what you have on your base policy. Umbrella coverage starts at $1 million and goes upwards from there. The fourth item is inland marine. And inland marine coverage can be very beneficial for food producers for specialty equipment. You may need some specialty coverage on that specialty equipment, or you may have equipment that you don't want the policy deductible applied to. If you have a $5,000 policy deductible, you may have several $1,000 machines that are sitting in your facility, and if you have a lightning strike that takes out a couple of those, you don't want to have to pay a $5,000 policy deductible for those machines. Inland marine allows you to assign a lower deductible with specialty coverage for some of that specialty equipment. And the final item that we want to discuss is business auto coverage. Whether you have a transit van that you deliver product in, or you have some sort of vehicle that you do produce pickup in, or you just have your own vehicle that you drive to sales appointments, you need business auto coverage to make sure that your business is protected if you injure another person or damage another person's property. Stay tuned for our next video in this Artisan Food Producer series.